to start it off, I read this blog, right? I don't know how I ran across it, God knows. But about US military characters in movies who are hated, right?
Hated.
I want to say hated. So maybe some are villains and maybe some are not. But
Nice.
you just hate them after you see the movie, right? So I thought I'd go through their 5 to 1 and see what you guys think.
Okay.
All right.
This is one.
All
Who
right.
produced the list? Who produced it? Do you know?
I have no idea where.
Roger that. No problem. I was
I
just
don't-
curious.
I don't know.
Eric,
They
you know
made
the
it.
rules.
No,
Don't-
I knew the rules. I was just wondering if they
Don't
were smarter
scratch.
than
Don't
me.
scratch.
It's not a reputable thing.
I got you.
It was just some idiots like us who just made a list,
Nice.
right? Okay,
I
so
like
their number 5 was Captain Frank Ramsey from Crimson Tide.
The Tide.
Oh,
Yeah, he was
Gene
a
Hackman,
dirt
right?
bag.
Gene Hackman, man.
I liked him. I mean, yeah, he played a good asshole.
Well, he was going to start World War III for particular.
But was he right or was he wrong?
Well, if you follow the military way, he was
I don't
right.
even remember.
That's a
Okay.
message fragment.
He was
right?
Right.
Oh.
He was going to launch him, right?
Yeah, hell yes, he was.
Now give me your fucking key. That was awesome. And it had Aragorn
Did you
was
watch
in it.
this for research or something?
No, it was a good movie. I remember watching it. You know?
And Denzel
Yeah.
Washington, right?
Denzel Washington
Yeah.
in it. And I can't remember his real name. I know him as Aragorn from Lord of the Rings, but he was Weps, right?
Yeah,
He was the weapons guy.
weapons guy. Yeah.
What's his name from The Sopranos was in it. He was the chief.
Oh
of
yeah,
the boat.
yeah, the guy that's dead
This,
now.
this,
Or no,
this
he wasn't a chief.
right
He
there-
was.
this whole thing is perfect us. It literally takes like 30 seconds to give this a IMDb, and we're like, yeah, what's his name? Yeah, the dead guy. Oh yeah, all right.
I'm trying to
So
do it.
informative,
I'm
ladies and
trying to
gentlemen.
do it sans Google.
Well,
right?
it's the
I'm trying
guy
to do it old
from
school.
I can't remember his name, but he's dead now. He was a
But
big,
Yeah,
if,
yeah.
loss. Big
now,
loss.
if you remember, Jake, this was before they allowed the unclass network on the floor, right? So everything
Oh,
had to be this was kind of before the big Google stuff, right? So everything had to be off the top of your head when we
Yeah.
were working shift.
It was fun.
And then somebody would run out to the unclass room and was like, I'm gonna go check it. Then they'd be back in like
Oh,
15 minutes
yeah.
and like, you're wrong.
We're like,
By
no,
the way-
no, let it sit. It's more fun.
Two African Americans in the movie, two on the bridge, two African Americans.
Well, one of
in that
them
movie.
died.
Both in the Navy.
In the
One of
Navy.
them died in the
That's what-
fire, right?
That's what Eric's saying. Is they're both in the Navy.
In the Navy.
Hey, 2 out of the other
2 out of
150. Not sure that gives you a basics for,
Nope. Science, Marty.
validation.
I was
Argue
just laying a foundation of evidence.
That's skewed. Those
That's
stats are
so
skewed.
you never saw everybody on the boat, so there could have been more. There could have been more.
Oh.
Averages says
Well, there
more.
was that whole
I would
compartment that
assume
filled
so.
with water and a bunch drowned. So maybe they were down
Yes,
there. Eric,
could
I
be,
don't know.
could be.
All right, number 4 on their list. Colonel Nathan R. Jessup.
Jessup.
Right?
You can't handle the truth.
So my question to you guys was he right?
No,
He was right.
you can't
Oh,
give a
man,
guy a
Marty's-
code red.
That was an
Marty
accident, but he
signed-
was right.
Oh,
code
Marty
red.
signed
You just
with-
weaken a
two
nation
bad
today,
guys.
Kathy.
oh,
You
the
can't give a
bad
man a
guys
code
on
red.
both of these. You're like,
I suggest you
nope,
pick up
he's
a
good.
weapon and man a post. All right, number
was a
number
good,
3 is fairly obvious.
Oh, yeah.
Gunnery Sergeant
Hartman.
Hartman. That's right, Gunnery
Hartman.
Sergeant Hartman.
Yes.
that
But
was he was good though.
Oh,
yeah,
my
that's
goodness.
true. He was so perfect for that thing, and I mean, his end in the movie
Whew.
was totally. I mean, it's totally you get it. Yeah, you drove this guy fucking beyond wherever he thought he was going to go, and he was loose anyway, mentally.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
That's because he ate too much sugar and donuts all the time. It's a problem.
All right, who do you think their number 2 pick is? You got any guesses?
I'm going to go Sergeant Barnes.
Damn, Eric, you are
From
great.
Platoon.
Sergeant Bob Barnes from
I was
Platoon.
leaning towards Major Payne. I was way off. Damn.
You might feel a little pressure.
Gold
Hey.
tooth.
Piece of history for you. When Barnes was
Oh.
laying there and Charlie Sheen, he thought he was going to kill him.
Yeah.
Barnes is wearing a North Vietnamese belt and belt buckle.
No.
Just
Wow.
FYI. Yeah, just piece of history for you.
Okay. I would have never noticed that. I mean, you must have. Did you notice that or did you read it?
I read it.
Huh. Well, those are always cool.
Yeah.
But it figures because
Right.
it's kind of his trophies, right?
Yep. He took trophies. Yep.
Mhm.
That's his thing.
All right.
Bad.
Can you guess what their number 1 is?
Number 1 bad guy.
First off, Eric, you said you thought of some other ones, did you?
I did.
Did anyone was not on that list?
No, those guys were on my list, but I have a couple others.
What do you got?
I got
Mm.
Colonel Walter Kurtz, Apocalypse Now.
Yeah, but you really hate him.
He's the
You know.
bad guy, and I did hate him because he's trying to kill everybody.
Well,
No,
yeah,
okay.
but I don't know. I mean, he was barely in the movie for one.
Well, that's
you
true.
know. Yeah, you had to
But
wait
he was
till.
the antagonist. He was definitely the antagonist.
Okay, all right.
All right,
fair
I got
enough.
another one. I got another one I bet you agree with. Now,
right.
this was my personal dislike, so I don't know if you'll think so. 13 Hours,
Yeah.
Bob, the CIA station chief.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but once again, he's
I
not
can do that.
U.S. military.
Oh, here we go.
It's
Yeah,
like
but-
your history. He
It
was
is-
CIA.
come on.
Retired.
He is CIA, but you know why people died? Because he wouldn't send the freaking quick reaction force.
Well,
He
that's
didn't-
true.
He didn't send the QRC,
Now, him,
QRF. Sorry. Hello.
I read that he was a little falsely portrayed in that.
Oh, I did not.
Oh.
know.
No.
Much like the Ranger captain was a little falsely portrayed in Black Hawk Down. Like he
Oh,
wasn't
big
that much of a
boy.
stickler for the rules. But fair enough.
Yeah.
All right,
got-
what's your last one?
I got one more, and you're going to disagree with me on this one.
Oh,
Dirt-
good.
The Dirty Dozen.
Oh my God.
The Dirty Dozen, right? The
Yeah.
Major. Everybody fucking hated the Major because the way he trained and treated his people. And you know who the Major was? Lee Marvin.
Yeah,
Lee
Lee
Marvin.
Marvin, right?
It was Major Reisman.
But I thought they all liked him because they trained. I mean, eventually, I thought they all liked him.
At the end, but he was the main antagonist. The way he talked to people, wanted to kill everybody. Jake,
All
did
right.
you see that movie?
Yeah, but it's been a good while.
So, okay. Well, I thought I didn't like the guy. I thought there was a better way to take care of business. Just me.
I thought you were going to come up with the lieutenant from Firebase Gloria.
Thought about him. Here, I got one more for you.
All right,
All right.
one more.
You're going to like this one. General Francis Hummel.
Hummel.
Hummel. Name the movie, baby.
I don't know. That sounds familiar.
The Rock.
Yeah.
Come on, man. When they were taking over the island, and what was his name? Ed played
Ed Harris.
Ed Harris played
Yeah.
the guy, the antagonist.
All
What'd you
right,
think of that?
not bad, but
I
but you
nominate
kind of liked him actually.
Captain Stillman from Stripes.
Captain still.
Fucking hated that guy playing with his little tanks.
Oh, mama. Stillman.
Yep.
All right,
I
here's
thought you were
their
gonna
number.
go Sergeant
Here is their number one hated U.S. military character, Corporal Upham.
Oh,
And I was
You
like,
hate that
that
guy.
whole list was perfect for that one, right? Yeah.
I hate
That
those
one
guys.
is so good.
Corporal Upham from Saving Private Ryan. And they set him up to
For-
be such a hated character, too.
Yeah, for anybody that doesn't know, he's like he was a normal character.
He was a translator.
Yeah, he wasn't anything
Typist.
special, anything
Right.
crazy, but he was running ammo and he stood at the bottom of the stairs
Hey,
while his
just
buddy got
froze.
stabbed,
Yeah.
and he
Right.
froze, and then the German walked right by him. You're like,
Right.
Devastating.
No.
yeah.
It was so well written. I mean, you really hated that guy.
Oh, it was so good.
And it's funny, I watch these movie reactions with some of these girls who've never seen this shit, and they're like, "Oh, I love him," and I was like, "You won't,
No.
you won't. Just
Yeah.
wait."
Yeah.
You know what? That's probably the best number one.
That's what I thought. That whole list
I
came
didn't
down.
even
I was
think
like,
Such a
about that.
good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I didn't either.
spot on.
I didn't either.
I was thinking about like generals or something like
yeah,
that.
me too. Me too.
going
When they
well,
pulled
you
out
know.
Corporal Upham, I was like, very good. Good job. You know
Yeah.
Well,
they-
Gene Hackman was sort of an antagonist when he wouldn't go and rescue his down pilot during Croatia, or what was it?
Behind enemy
Oh.
lines.
Behind enemy lines. Right? He played a pretty good bad guy there. Till the
Well,
Actually,
end.
he did. Actually, he said it at the end, though.
At
He
the
said
end,
it.
I
Yeah.
said at
So-
first he was a jerky boy, and then towards the end he got his shit together. Went and got his boy. So I was
Oh
good.
shit!
Upham though, that's a good one.
I know. I mean, because
That's
you
the-
can't help but hate that guy. You
Yeah.
just can't help but hate the guy.
Did you
Oh,
did you think he redeemed himself when he whacked the guy at the very end?
No.
Should have whacked them all.
What? Yeah, he should have pulled all
It-
Murphy and
it-
just like fired
like-
down the line and took them
Yeah,
all
let
out,
them all.
right? Might have
It's
saved the
so-
captain's life if he'd have done that.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
so good because everybody could like
Relate.
they don't
Sure.
want to be in that situation, and you can't know until you're in that situation. And then
I
it's
was in
just
the
everybody's
theater.
biggest fear.
I was in the
just to
theater and I
be
was
in a-
overwhelmed. Can you imagine being there
Oh,
and having all that? That would crush you if you
Oh,
if
yeah.
you weren't
Yeah.
ready for it. It would crush you.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know how you would survive that, man. Knowing that you got two guys killed. Well, you would think you got two guys killed. You got the one definitely killed.
Well, sure.
And he's yelling your name the whole time. Bob! Bob! Damn, man. Come on.
Let's go watch again.
That was really good, man.
I know.